What's the deal? What's going on? Let me see if I can get this stuff shared up real quick here. Get everything shared up and shared out. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right? Hopefully y'all had a good day yesterday. Straight saved me. Straight saved me. Ooh-wee. Select, boy. Yes, sir. The boy hit him for a tray piece yesterday. That's what's happening. Oh, gotta love that. Gotta love that, man. For sure. Love that. Austin, Goldie, J Ram. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know that was lit. Litty. That was definitely lit. All right. Okay. Uh, Austin. Yeah, Austin, Goldie, J Ram. For sure. That sound good right there, boy. Wow. Definitely does. All right, so check the deal, right? Um, uh, hmm. Let's look at the weather real quick. um, there are many games with a chance for rain today. Of those, I say New York Yankees game is probably the most likely to see the issues. Okay, so um, first game on the docket here: Chicago, St. Louis and Chicago Cubs. Some light rain around pregame, but I expect it clears in time to play as scheduled. Worst case scenario would be a brief late start, and I don't think we even see that. Winds in from left at 15 miles an hour. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Select, for sure. Kansas City Royals at Detroit, fairly widespread storms fire this afternoon, but they should all be winding down by this evening. I'll leave it. I'll leave in a chance for a late start. I don't think we see anything worse than that, right? Arizona and Pittsburgh, scattered showers and storms. For now, models are keeping the ugly stuff away from Pittsburgh, so I'm leaving it yellow. For now, just a chance of delay. If that changes, and to be honest, there's a decent chance it will, I may have to up the risk here a bit. At the end of the day, I still think they managed to play here one way or another. Yellow orange for Milwaukee and Washington. For now, models are showing a cluster of storms around first pitch with a few batches of lighter rain following that. Best guess, best guess would be a late start and play without in-game issues, but we're too early to have any real confidence in that. Orange yellow, Toronto or New York. A storm complex moves in early in that game. That could that could mean a late start. It could mean an early delay. It could even mean a postpone. That's not my immediate lean. For now, for now, I'll leave it at a good chance for a delay. Postpone is possible. San Francisco Giants at Cincinnati. Scattered showers and storms. The general trend is rain gradually dissipating through the night. So while a late start or even early delay is possible, I think the bulk of the rain is done with. It's done with by the game. By the game or shortly thereafter, and do expect they manage to play baseball tonight. Yellow green, Baltimore and Cleveland. I think the axis of heavy rain is probably south of Cleveland by first pitch and stays south. There's still enough rain around that'll leave some yellow in the forecast for now, and we'll reevaluate this afternoon. And last but not least, yellow, Miami and Atlanta. A broken line of storms move towards Atlanta around the first pitch, weakening as it does so. Maybe it holds together long enough for an early delay or a late start. Maybe it doesn't. I'll likely know before lock. But either way, I expect the rain will fade tonight and the game will play, right? So, weather implications again. We squeaked through the weather yesterday. Um, I did make an unders parlay and got smoked on that yesterday. But that wasn't nothing. I only sprinkled a little bit of it, just a little bit on it. Shout out to the Kansas City Royals. Uh, first half, full game. First half, full game, 1.5. Bobby Witt and Vinny Pasquantino, they all cashed me out. Um, a host of other bets. I lost a few bets too. Good morning, Three Kings. What's up? All right, so just that's the weather right there, and let's try to briefly run straight through these, right? Straight through these games. Now, St. Louis Cardinals at Chicago Cubs. We got an over under 8 here, right? So at the end of the day, I was looking at. I had interest. Last night I was looking at this game when I was at work. he went bomb times two yesterday. Yeah, for sure he did. So the first game here, we'll take a look at this first game real quick, and I'm going to try to run off the rest of these numbers and stuff, rest of these, because I don't want to hold you guys here for that long. Maybe on YouTube I can probably do a timestamp thing. I don't know, but for a replay. But Chicago Cubs, what I was looking at here, what I did say was the right hand batters did look good, and I circled Suzuki. Shout out to Suzuki yesterday. He went bomb, right? I didn't play him straight because I didn't really believe, right? But I pointed out to you guys, he looked good yesterday, and him and Goldie, and both of them went bomb. But I put Suzuki in a round robin, and that round robin took a poop, right? Either way it go, um, let's see. Let me give you guys some numbers here. Show you how I like, who I like, and what I like him for. Eric Fetty going up against Eric Fetty, who's been okay, right? He's throwing that sinker, sweeper, and that cutter. So there's a few bats here that you can really look at. So at the end of the day, Seiya Suzuki here, he's the one that I'm pretty much looking at versus this pitch mix. I thought I looked at this from a course of a month. I'll push out 5 weeks. So over that course, Suzuki does have 4 extra base hits, 4 home runs. The barrel percentage is there, things like that. I can see instances, and plus he's coming off a, going yard last game. I can see instances where he could probably have a pretty good game or something like that. I wish I was Dollar, but yeah, he's 14 for 40 over that course, over that time span. So, he's somebody that you can look at there. Patrick Wisdom, if he's in the lineup with that hard hit percentage at 100 and that fly ball rate at 100, he will strike out. But if he's in the lineup, but he gets a chance and to swing the bat, there's probably is more than 50% chance that he'll take that fucker deep, right? Um, Isaac Paredes, he's a guy that's just not striking out. But like I said, if I'm looking at righties here, my favorite bat here probably going to be Suzuki, right? Bringing it into the last 3 weeks. Let me see. So his numbers looking even a little bit better, even though we know he will strike out. Uh, but Suzuki is last 3 weeks. He's versus this pitch mix here. He's 11 for 26, batting 400. OPS at 1300. Isolated power was up. Barrel percentage is up. Hard hit percentage is up. So he got 3 home runs, and the fly ball rate could be higher, but it is what it is, right? Like I said, Nico Horner is a guy that don't strike out. 13% over the last 3 weeks and 29 bats. So, Amaya is another guy that don't strike out. He's 5 for 16 over the last 3 weeks. He's not a big power hitter, but he does have a home run. But the strikeout at 17%. And then our newly acquired Isaac Paredes is 4% K rate, right? Purposely let him put him on that. Let him put Suzuki on that, right? Z say, what's good? What's up, Z's? What's going on? So, and then even if I'm moving into the last 2 weeks there, that's what it's looking like, right? Suzuki is 500 over the last 2 weeks. So at the end of the day, he is the guy that I'm looking at. And then, like I said, if Patrick Wisdom get in there, he can't give you a bomb. But to keep things short and simple, bam, I'm putting these guys to the side right now. Suzuki. Now, as far as the left is concerned, I don't think I didn't write any down, so uh, I'm probably not gonna waste you guys' time saying that I might even the cutter, change up, sinker. Um, Somehow I didn't even get a chance to look at these. Look at these yesterday. Cutter, change up, sinker. Hmm. So, he's got 5 home runs on that cutter in the last 2 months. That's interesting. Let me filter it, and he's throwing that cutter to 50% of the time. Let me see what these lefties doing versus this cutter. I didn't even notice this last night. I was at work. So over the course of a month, Michael Bush, nobody really has a home run versus except for Ian Happ, but they're not striking out versus this cutter. He's throwing that cutter 50% of the time. Hmm, I didn't know that. The five extra base hits, 4 home runs. Hmm. Michael Bush is batting only a small sample size. Michael Bush is batting 444. Cody Bellinger, only small sample size. Let me move it out a little bit for 2 months. Let me see something. Make sure I don't. Okay, so they like, as you can see, they like that. Yeah, Belly came back yesterday. I had him on my radar. I didn't even pull the trigger. I think he hit what three had 3 hits. Hmm. Michael Bush, huh? Hmm. I didn't see that. Let me keep it simple though. Let me add the pictures back in. It's only an 8.5. I mean, it's an 8 over under here. I do. I don't. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think here. Truthfully, I don't know what to think. It's so hard to put a read on the Cubs. Change up, sink. It's so hard to put a read on the Cubs offense, man. Straight up. Versus this full pitch mix, these lefties not striking out. Michael Bush is, he's got a bomb. Let me break it in the last 3 weeks. I mean, they on a hit. They on a hit. They on whoever lights up green. They in a hit. They in the hits, right? I know who I like for a bomb. Hmm? I know who I like for a bomb. If they lighting up green up here, they in a hit. They on the hit list, man. But what's really good is none of these guys are striking out. I think that's fire, right? But you know it is what it is, right? Bring it back to the last month, and you still got green in this category here, just making contact. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So Michael Bush, you can look at him for a hit if you want to. I'm surprised that Ian Happ is not striking out. I'm very surprised at that, right? Because his fly ball rate is looking decent at 37. The hard hit could be better. The barrel rate is, the hard isolated power is, 355. That's really good. He's got 3 bombs versus this pitch mix in the last month. So if you're looking for somebody for a bomb, because Ian Happ supposed to be striking out, man. If you just want to take somebody for a bomb from the Cubs side, if you're looking for a lefty, I would look at Happ. Or maybe Michael Bush has got a bomb, and then on the other side for the Cubs, Suzuki, I definitely would look at him for a bomb, right? So I didn't even look at the lefties last night. I was busy at work somehow. On the St. Louis side, because this game is getting ready to be early, so I'm definitely gonna look at this one here a little bit in depth. And I had written down Tommy Pham, Win. Those guys look good. They looked good. Uh, right hand batters love the sinker. He's throwing at 50% of the time. Okay, so let's see. The sinker. He's throwing the sinker 50% of the time. Okay, okay. These righties. Let me make sure. Because I'll be busy at work, man. I'll be busy. I'll be busy. Mm, yeah, a sinker. So, as you can see, over the course of the last month here, they like their sinker, right? They like their sinker. Tommy Pham, he's 11 for 21, 524 batting average. He doesn't have a bomb. This is versus the sinker alone, right? This is solely versus the sinker. 13% K rate. Only one who's striking out is Goldsmith, but I can always look over that because, like I always say, he's hitting for power right now. He's hitting for power right now. So he's got two bombs versus that sinker. Um, Contreras got two bombs versus that sinker. Tommy Pham is 11 for 21. He's looking good. The power's not there, but he's looking good. Arenado just not striking out. 5.8% K rate versus that pitch. Mason Wynn hasn't even struck out. He's 6 for 16. Hasn't even struck out versus that pitch. And they're in the green. They're in the green, right? For whatever you think you want to take them for. Adding in the rest of the pitches here would be the slider and the cutter, because they know not to put them good matchups up there, bro. You know what I'm saying? They know not to put them good matchups up there. They know. Now adding in the slider and the cutter, they ain't like the books. They know they pick and choose what they want to put up there. Overall, this pitch mix here, Tommy Pham over the last month, 5 extra base hits, 1 home run, 19 for 43. He looks good, right? The pitchers and all that stuff. Same person striking out, which was Goldie. The rest of these guys, low K rate, so it all looks good, right? But still, you got to take pitching into consideration. Mason Wynn, he's 14 to 41 over the course of a month. Batting averages, he's got one bomb, but the power numbers and barrels and stuff is not there. He's only striking out 9% of the time. Same thing with Nolan Arenado. He's a professional baseball player. We know how good he is. His WOBA, OPS, and isolated power and exit velo is down. Everything that got anything to do with power is down, but it's not striking out. It's got 265 batting average, 9 for 34. I could bring these numbers in a little bit, and people are going to start looking a little better. Um, Tommy Pham, 50%, look really good there. Paul Goldschmidt still in the red, striking out. Couldn't talk you off a hit for neither one of these guys, right? Last 2 weeks here. Um, yeah, so I mean, Tommy Pham and Mason Wynn was the guys that I had penciled in just for some hits or something like that. Um, you know, with low K rates, right? With low K rates, those were the guys that I had penciled in with low K rates. Uh, last 2 weeks, Arenado was 2 of 12 versus this pitch mix. Granted, he's still not striking out that much, but he just wasn't hitting this pitch mix. So Tommy Pham and Mason Wynn was the guys that I looked at under the old "What have you done for me lately" act. So, like I said, last week Tommy Pham 5 for 7 versus this pitch mix. He looks good with 100 extra velo. Doesn't have a home run versus this pitch mix, but if you just wanted to take one guy for a hit or something like that, it would probably be Tommy Pham for me. So he made the list in some shape, form, or fashion. Let me write Pham down. At least this is supposed to be the bomb squad over here, but he made the list, right? So, moving along to the next game, we got Arizona Diamondbacks and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now we got an over under 8.5 here, right? So what I've written down here, see, I'm really, I'm I ain't gonna say I'm confused, but what I really so I wrote down O'Neal Cruz, right? Straight power. Um, I don't think he got a. He might have one bomb. I don't know. I forgot what I wrote him down. If I did some of these notes at work last night. I want to say Eugenio Suarez. Um, so Fred, I ain't fucking with his case. I ain't messing with his case. He's not a big strikeout guy. Fetty, he's not a big strikeout guy. He's one more of a innings eater type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So like, uh, taking a look at his game log here, uh, he's somebody you can I would look at for pitching outs, right? I mean, I don't know what a strikeout's probably sitting at. It's probably sitting at about 4.5, maybe. But you know, as you can see right here, he's won 6 innings or more in one, two, three, four, five, 6 of his last 8 games. That's a little bit more of what I would look at him for. Let me take a look and see what his strikeout prop is. Probably sitting at 4.5. Sitting at 4.5. I couldn't talk you off of it. The Chicago Cubs will strike out, but I'm trying to. If he's not a big strikeout guy, I'm I'm trying to I'm trying to get a grasp of what's going on with these Cubs right now. You know what I'm saying? They made one or two moves. I want to see what it do right now. Sonny Gray got that shit. You know what I'm saying? He got that K stuff. This guy, I mean, he's 20% K rate to lefties, 23 to righties. But it's not as he's not a strikeout artist, if you will, right? The Cubs will strike out though, right? They will strike out. His K percentage on the road is 21% to lefties, 18, 19% to righties. Can he hit it? Yes. Can he hit it? Yes. You know, let me see his game log. Let me see how many innings he pitched this year. He's got 108 strikeouts in 121 innings pitched. He's not even averaging a strikeout game. He had 7 Ks versus the Cubs at Chicago. So he I mean, he did whiff their ass. He did whiff them. So it is what it is, man. He can get there. Am I betting on him? No. Mm-mm. All right. So right. So my initial first thoughts of this game here is I didn't even know how Arizona was hitting right hand pitching. That's the first thing. I didn't even know. I didn't even know they was cracking them, right? So I seen multiple bats on the left and on for lefties and righties, right? My thing is, are they gonna come out here and perform? Sometimes Arizona can wet the bed, bro. Sometimes Arizona can wet the bed. So just give you guys a quick brief, show you guys, what I seen. Because when I first seen it, I'm like, okay, Arizona team total, okay, that's what I'm on, right? Team total, some shit like that. But at the end of the day, I don't know, right? Last 2 months, Luis Ortiz got a 295 batting average versus righties. Other than that, everything else looked pretty good. Last 2 months, he's got 5 extra base hits, no home runs. He's throwing that slider, sinker, fastball, cutter. Okay, so I had penciled in Eugenio Suarez, Lourdes Uriel, um, Jock Peterson. Lefties and righties look good versus Luis Ortiz pitch mix. He might be in trouble, but at the end of the day, he's still an okay pitcher, but he still might be in trouble here. Suarez got 5 home runs over the last month versus his pitch mix. We know Suarez will strike out, but at the end of the day, 9 extra base hits, 5 home runs, and 15 extra base and 15 hard hits there. I'm just gonna have to write them down on the side, right? Do some further investigation, but I will put them on the side right here. Give me a little Suarez on the side, right? Um, look, they got a big sample size 19 of 53, 14 of 50. 13 of 50 there, right? These guys got a few bombs. This is a course of a month. Lourdes Gurriel have a bomb, two of them, three extra base hits. Christian Walker, six extra base hits, three bombs, 10 hard hits for Christian Walker, 9 hard hits for Lourdes Uriel. Christian Walker, the fly ball rate is there for him. The barrel is meh, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's there. Gabriel Marino, here's a guy that he can hit, right? 15% K rate. The K rate is low. Um, he can hit. He's got a 306 batting average, 11 for 36 versus pitch mix. I won't look at him for a bomb though, right? Bring it in a little bit to the last 3 weeks. Take a quick look there. Suarez, Uriel, right? They tightening up the screws, right? Last seven days, Suarez is 6 for 11 with three bombs, six hard hit balls. Marino's batting 3 for 8. This is the last 7 days versus pitch mix. Gurriel, he's 7 for 12 with a home run versus pitch mix. Last 7 days versus right hand pitching, right? So those are some of the bats. I'm automatically thinking, okay, it might just be the righties. Well, then we just gonna have to take a look at the lefties then. So when I look at the lefties, first faces a righty, I already know I'm looking at Jock. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. And versus a righty, I'm already looking at for Jock. So fastball, slider, and cutter is what he was throwing. And then over the course of a month, Corbin Carroll, he's only batting 220 right there, but he's got some newfound power. Isolated power was up at 317, and at six extra base hits along with three home runs. Jock Peterson, we know what he does. He's 8 for 26 in that time span versus his pitch mix, 22% K rate, which ain't bad for him. Seven extra base hits with four bombs. So Alec Thomas in the green. McCarthy in the green. Ketel Marte, he's good at baseball. I like him versus lefties, but he's good at baseball. You never know what he's going to do. And then the rest of these guys, I'm starting to see a little green here. So I'm wondering, damn, we got an over under 4.5. We got an over under 4.5 in the for a team total here. And I'm like, this is interesting, right? So I really want to lean towards the over. What's up, Tiff? I really want to lean towards the over team total, right? It's too many bats. It's too many bats. And then, like I said, uh, Ortiz he wasn't that bad. Okay, so let me see. Luis Ortiz, he wasn't that bad, right? So looking at the splits, I think he got a 3 ERA home and a road on the road, right? So you got to take that into consideration. When you got some selling ass bats, you definitely got to take that into consideration because all that Arizona can be frustrating at times, man. Where they got a good ass matchup, but they going on out there and sell. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really, 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 really undecided. I think he faced this team not too long ago. Not too long ago. Not too long ago. I think he faced his team. Take a good look at his game log here. Um, Arizona. Maybe not. Oh yeah, no. His last time he pitched, he gave up one home run, three earned runs, 5 innings pitched. Right. So this is a rematch, and in my opinion, this is a rematch for him. In my opinion, I think that goes to the batters. Right. We just seen him. We just gave him 3 earned runs. We just seen him. Right. Like I think that it works in favor of the bats. I don't know, right? But at the end of the day, the numbers look good. I've written down Suarez, 5 home runs in the last month versus pitch mix. Jock Peterson, 5 home runs in the last month versus pitch mix. Lourdes Uriel looked okay. I mean, you got batters, you got hitters over there. Shit, what you want me to say, man? It's a lot of bats. Maybe a same game parlay. Tiffany says she's tired. She finally finished moving. I'm tired. I'm wiped out. I feel you. I do not like moving. I don't. but you got it done. You got it done. All right, so and I had Cruz written down. Had Cruz written down here, but how long we been? How long we been going here? Right, 30 minutes already. Mm, can't do this, right? So I got to go ahead and I'm gonna have to trust me on this, right? I'm gonna have to go ahead and just start whiffing out the bats now, right? What are my thoughts on these games? Now, the next game here was the Brewers game. Yeah, for sure. I love to bet on Jock, man. I mean, there's a lot of candidates. You should have seen it right there. If I run across something that I just really got to show you guys, then I'll show you, right? Um, so we got Frankie Montas, we got Jake Irvin on the mound here, right? So, um, mm, so Irvin, right? He's really getting hit at home. Appreciate it, Tiff. Irvin, he's really getting hit at home, right? Um, he's given up. He's given up a home run in 8 of his last 9 games. Okay, that's one thing. A home run of yeah in 8 of his last 9 games. Montas is bad versus lefties. I was looking at wait. Okay, so I'll have to go here for this one here because I probably mixed something up. Oh, okay. I read. Okay, there it is. I wrote down Willie Adames and Jackson Churio, right? I think that's how you spell his name. For Milwaukee, those two guys look good versus the Irvin's pitch mix, right? Those are two guys that look good right there. Um, if I'm not mistaken, we can probably run a stack here. You can probably run a stack because I probably did leave off a couple people here, but I'll show you guys those two guys right there, and then we'll keep it moving, right? Willie Adames, I think he just hit a bomb the other day, and I missed it, man. I had bet on him twice already, and then I had missed out, so that was terrible on my part. And Jake Irwin, versus right hand pitching. He's given up 5 home runs over the last 2 months with 8 extra base hits, uh, about a home run every 21 at bats. To lefties, Jake Irvin, 12 extra base hits and 6 home runs in the last 2 months, about a home run in every 18 at bats, right? Curveball, sinker, fastball. So, um, Jackson, Churio, and Willie Adames, those are the guys that popped out to me for right now. 300 batting averages, a bomb here and there. You know, it is what it is, right? Some of these numbers will probably have to be filtered out a little bit closer. I'm moving into the last 3 weeks there. And Willie Adames, his numbers get a little bit better, right? Um, Jackson Turrio's got 2 bombs. His power numbers are there. And then he's got 1 bomb. Adames batting 524 versus his pitch mix over the last 3 weeks. That's what really caught my eye, right? Over the last 3 weeks, him batting 524. Um, um, the last week, not so good. The last week, not so good, right? So it is what it is in that regard. Um, hmm. So Churio got them 2 home runs in the last 2 weeks. These are two bats that I was looking at. Yeah, so those two guys I had written them down You can look at them for a hit. Do further research for a bomb if you want. So it is what it is, right? I'll keep it moving, right? The next game I was looking at was so Toronto Blue Jays at New York Yankees, and you know the New York Yankees they wrecking shot on right hand pitching. Kevin Gosman, I think they got to him twice this year already, and it doesn't look good for him, and it don't look good for Marcus Stroman. That, but mm, Vladdy, I like Vladdy to get at him. I ain't even gonna lie, I like Vladdy to get at him, but Gosman, I think he about to get his. He gonna need some gauzes after this shit here that he about to see. Now we do got weather implications. We already read the weather off. Um, but man, boy, oh boy, man. I'll show you guys. And I sprinkled on the pitch. I sprinkled on the. You know what these Yankees doing versus righties? It's criminal what they doing versus righties, man. Um, and I just don't know. I don't know what to say for Gosman here. But like I said, they got to him already. Um, I mean, Judge is self-explanatory, and you know, He he's got about I think he's got like 5 home runs versus him. You know, so curveball, sinker, fastball. Let me see. Let me see. Kevin Gosman here. That fastball 54% of the time to righties. Fastball, splitter, sinker. And it's like this is crazy, right? Versus this pitch mix right now. Don't Judge has got the for the righties. Judge got the barrels right for sure. Stanton is coming back, man. Judge got the barrels though. We know who Judge is. We know who Judge is. We definitely know who Judge is. Let me move it in a little bit here. So, of the righties, I mean Stanton is back, right? Yeah, he's back, and we just gotta wait for a while for his numbers to catch up with him. But he's Stanton, and then the rest of these guys, I would look at them for a hit or something like that. Like I say, Judge, we know what we want to take Judge for. We're not gonna worry about that. Moving over to the lefties, it's just about the same old song, man. You know, the team total was at 4.5. I jumped on the team total. If I get cracked, I get cracked. But the fastball he's throwing that he's only throwing 2 pitches to lefties, and that's what really makes it simple. So they can figure out which pitch they want to lamp on. The fastball 61% of the time, followed by the splitter 35% of the time. Versus lefties over the last 2 months, he's got 14 extra base hits and 5 home runs. Versus righties over the last 2 months, 11 extra base hits, 6 home runs. Right. So a fastball and splitter. Soto looks really good, right? Um, Fly ball rate is up. None of these guys really striking out. Um, I mean Rice and Jazz, but that'll catch up with them. This lineup is dangerous as hell, right? Look at all that shit. This the barrel percentage for him and Trent Grisham and Ben Rice is up. Those 3 guys are home run candidates. Don't forget Jazz Chisholm. Um, oh my God, right? Like yeah. So let me bring it in a little bit. Um, yeah, just they look really good. It's plenty green. It's plenty green and plenty green over in the strikeout category. So it's too many bats. It's too many bats. The righties look good. The lefties look good. We know what they're doing versus righties versus righties in general, right? So the Yankees, I slid on 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 the team total last night. We'll see what's gonna happen, right? What's up, Malachi? What's going on? Yeah. I had him in my list yesterday. I had him on the list. I took him for a bomb, but I didn't. I took his hits runs and RBIs. I didn't straight bet his bomb. I put it in a round robin. So the Yankees all out warfare right there, right? I ain't gonna lie. Now, Vladdy looked great. I like Vladdy as well. You know what I'm saying? There's so many Yankees bats, it don't make no damn sense, right? So, Judge, Soto, Vladdy, the rest of the supporting cast, Jazz Chisholm, hits, runs, and RBIs, all that type of stuff. Gosman, look, can Gosman go out there and have a good game? Yeah. Is he? Probably not, right? Well, no, probably not. But he's having a down year this year, man. Gosman having a down year. Um, Looking at the splits real fast here. Um, Come on, man, show me the splits. At home, he's got a 6 ERA at home, right? They are at home today. No, they're on the road. So he's pitching a little bit better on the road. He's pitching a little bit better on the road. Got 2.34 ERA on the road. But the Yankees been crushing. The Yankees been crushing, right? Um, he faced the Yankees at home right here. Gave up one home run, seven extra base hits. That was on June 30th. So the Yankees got to him right there. Did he face them again? That was way back in. That was way back in. Well, he faced them. This would be his fourth time seeing them. He faced them again. He went 5 innings, one earned run. Then the first time he faced them, that was back in April too. So he only went 1 inning there, 2 home runs and 5 earned runs. So they got to him at least two out of his last 3 times. This will be the fourth time they see him. Mm, it is what it is, right? Um, Next game would be the so the Baltimore Orioles and the Cleveland Guardians, man. And I didn't put not one single bat out there, man. All I wrote down right here is the usual suspects in play, man. That's all I wrote. Because that's what the fuck is going on here. The usual suspects in play. So y'all know who the usual suspects are. They in play, man. Save me a little breath here, all right? San Francisco Giants at Cincinnati Reds. Interesting game here, right? We got still don't have a pitcher out. Oh no. We got we got what's the name on the mound today? Uh, we're gonna have well, I'm seeing Kyle Harrison on the mound, right? I'm seeing Kyle Harrison on the mound. Now, um, this San Francisco Giants team was crushing lefties at one time, right? So I know who I like, but he's gonna strike out a lot. But I know who I like, right? Uh, I like Ramos. Okay, so I'll give you guys some numbers on Ramos right here. Now he will strike out. Don't get it twisted. He will strike out, but I'll give you some numbers on Ramos here. He's gonna be a home run candidate here today. His best split is versus lefties, either home or on the road. Like I say, he will strike out. Versus left-hand pitching, he's batting in general 426, 512 on base percentage, slugging at 868, OPS at 1380, isolated power at 441, WRC plus in general is 273. At home versus where are they? Where they at? On the road. So his best split is at home. Wait a minute, they on the road. Oh no, they're not in that in Great American Ballpark, are they? Small park. I've got to take him for a bomb, right? Bases, and I'm gonna take him for. I'm gonna spend some money on him today, right? I'm gonna just tell you that I'm gonna spend some money on him. I bet 3 4 times on the road. Wait a minute. He on the road? Oh man, Abbott is a good pitcher though, bro. But we'll check it out now. On the road, on the road versus lefties. Um, wait a minute, man. Wait. Let me make sure. Okay, that's his favorite spot. This is his favorite spot here, right? Because as you can see, look at his K rate, right? Now, he probably don't have a lot of plate appearances, right? But his strikeout rate everywhere, 25% or better, everywhere, except for on the road versus lefties. Batting average 535, yeah, with a 310 WRC plus. That is insane. That's insane. Uh, Away versus lefties. He don't have that many plate appearances at bats. That's what it is. But he does have in at bats. He got in 12 games, 23 at bats, 31 plate appearances, whatever the case may be, 10 hits, 4 singles, 3 doubles, and 3 home runs. Yeah. Overall, he's got 15 home runs. 3 of them come on the road versus lefties. On the road versus lefties. And 7 of them, 4 of them come at home versus lefties, right? Does it mean he gonna go yard? Nope. But that's my guy. That's my guy right there. That's what I'm rolling with. Uh, in this ballpark, I got to try him. I got to try him. So San Francisco righties versus a lefty and Abbott and what he's throwing, right? No. So they don't have Abbott listed, right? Damn, I hate when I have to go the long way. So let's look at Andrew Abbott and what is Andrew Abbott is a good pitcher too, man. And I'm gonna have to look at Abbott real quick. Um, to righties, he's throwing that four seamer 50% of the time, and he's got 10 home runs on that. You see that on the season, he's got 10 home runs on that fastball, which he's throwing that fastball 55% of the time. So fastball, changeup, curveball. Fastball, changeup, curveball. So now these guys will strike out. You see all this? That's the only thing, man. Look at all this. They'll strike out. Ramos, it's been a while, right? He only got one home, and then he's a lefty, so you don't see a lot of lefties. So I could push this out real quick. Small sample size over the course of a month, but he's still bad. He's still in the red, right? Look at the fly ball rate is at 50. Hard hit percentage at 50. Barrel at 23. Like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for a power hitter, right? At one time, as you can see all this green here, at one time they was hitting lefties really, really well. I'll push it out to 2 months real fast. Get a bigger sample size. So Ramos, he's got 5 home runs, 9 extra base hits, and 594 isolated power versus this pitch mix. Um, 438 batting average, bro. Like, yeah, 28 barrel percentage, 50 hard percent, and 50 fly ball rate. let me look at uh, let me look at this boy here, man. What's his name? Damn, Abbott, Andrew Abbott, right? Abbott. Mm. At home, he's got a 3.5 ERA at home. Um, Pitching is worse to lefties. So look at his numbers at home here. Lefties 263. He will give up a bomb though, so I like it, man. I like it. I like it, man. That's what I'm looking at there. That's what I'm looking at there. On the flip side, what's up, Mackie? On the flip side, I did see a couple other bats, Stevenson, Steer, and those guys. But my favorite bat here is Eloy. So let me write him down. My favorite bat, Ramos. Now it's sleeper bat. Um, a sleeper bat. No, you know what? Scratch that because I had everything. I had it all fucked up. But Espinal versus lefties, you can look at him. Tyler Stevenson, you can look at him as well. Eddie De La Cruz, he's always valuable if he gets hot, right? So it is what it is. Okay. Um, Next game would be the okay, Atlanta, Miami Marlins, and Atlanta Braves. Right, we got Belozo, and Spencer Swellenbach. Both of these kid pitchers here got a little bit of K stuff, right? Got a little bit, right? We just took the seven. I just took what's the name yesterday up to 7 Ks versus the Braves, right? So, um, but versus pitch mix, I'll tell you this: the last month, Ozuna got 4 home runs. Archer got three. Riley got two. Soler got one. Olson got three. Kalenic got three. The thing about these guys, you already know, they will strike out. They will strike out. Um, on the flip side, Xavier Edwards, um, he's batting 393 versus his pitch mix over the last month. Um, Berger's been hot, right? 3 home runs over the last 2 weeks. He will strike out though. Um, Swellenbach and Belozo, they Ks. If I was, I mean, I don't know. I can't. Both of their Ks could be in play here. Um, I'm not as confident as I was in Belozo that I was yesterday than the other kid, but he is coming off a decent K game though. Man, I ain't gonna lie, right? I ain't gonna lie. So if you want to take a stab at his strikeouts, his strikeouts wasn't out. Damn, man, come on, man. His strikeouts wasn't out. But if you want to take a stab at his strikeouts, you probably could. He's only pitched like 2 or 3 games, right? So he had 8 strikeouts versus Boston. That was what was interesting to me. He did give up 5 runs though with a bomb. So, but Boston is really good versus right-hand pitching. Then I went and looked at the minors. So he's got 66 innings pitched, 72 strikeouts. That's pretty good too. Over a strikeout an inning, that's pretty good too, right? So, you know, he can't give up some runs though. Can't give up some runs, right? Last few games, the walk's been there for him, but it is what it is, right? Um, Favorite bat here, if I had to take one, would probably be Ozuna. So I will write Ozuna down because he danced all around me yesterday. Olson hit a bomb. Rally, who else hit a bomb? And I'm like, damn. So Ozuna, but the rest of these guys, they got a lot of guys on this team that can hit you for a home run now, but they will strike out. Next game, um, Boston at Texas Rangers, right? So I'm gonna tell you this, right? I don't know who pitching. Um, there was a pitcher. We did have a pitcher, and what the hell? What happened? Let me see. Urena, right? So Urena, we know Urena was a gas can and all that. He was pitching good last year, but I just I still don't believe it. He's pitching good this year, but I still don't believe it. So at the end of the day, looking at the pitch mix and things like this for the Urena still can be in trouble here. He's a righty. I don't give a fuck what. Boston's still crushing righties, right? But Urena has been pitching good this year, but he's been awful. There you go, Tiff. So the names that I got written down here: Duran, Abreu, Masaka, Devers, right? Those are lefties. Tyler O'Neill, Rafaela, like just a couple righties, right? Tyler O'Neill, you could look at him for a bomb. You could look at everybody on this team for a bomb, truthfully. But um, the last 2 weeks, Tyler O'Neill versus his pitch mix, he's got 2 home runs. He's 7 for 11, I want to say, versus his pitch mix with 2 home runs. Rafaela, he looks good hitting at the end of the lineup. Make sure these guys are in the lineup, man. Duran, Abreu, Masaka, Devers. Of course, I liked all those guys. I would probably put in Devers though, because we know who he is. And I couldn't talk you off Tyler O'Neill for a bomb, man. I'll add him to the bomb list, man. Tyler, straight up. Now, what's up, Ed? What's up? Over the course of over the course of a month, um, a couple guys looked okay, but bringing it in the last 2 weeks, then that's where Texas falls off. And I'm like, damn, this is crazy, right? So versus pitch mix, Seager is Seager, right? So he's good at baseball. Seaman, last 3 weeks there, um, he's got 3 home runs. Um, with a low K rate. But other than that, after that, the last 2 weeks they get the bats. Texas bats get to looking pretty much shit again versus this pitch mix. But I'll tell you one thing about Cutter Crawford. He's given up 8 home runs in the last 2 games, right? So he could be that was big time regression. I ain't gonna say he could be. That was big time regression right there. Right, you giving up bombs like that, so you could probably look at him to keep giving up bombs. Who knows? I don't. Who knows? Don't give me the line on him, but the proof is in the pudding right here. He gave up 3 home runs versus the Yankees. Go figure, right? The Dodgers smoked him for 5 home runs right there. He hasn't faced Texas this year. Prior to that, he was doing okay, bro. He was doing okay. So I mean, I don't know, right? Um, hey, it is what it is, right? If I'm looking at any bats there, it will probably be like I said, Seager for the lefties and probably Seaman for the righties. But the Boston side, take your pick. Like I said, as the lefties versus pitch mix, Duran, Abreu, Masaka, Devers look good, and then Tyler O'Neill and Rafaela. I always like to go to Rafaela because I get value on Rafaela by him hitting around that 7 or 8 hole, shit like that. Couldn't talk off none of those bats right there. To the side, I wrote them down: Devers and O'Neill. Put them on a bomb squad, right? Next game here, gonna be let's see. Now, Shane Boss versus Yusei Kikuchi, Tampa Bay Rays, and Houston Astros. So far, Boss that's what I've written down. He got 295 batting average versus left-hand batters. You know who that is. You know who that is. That's Alvarez. So I put Alvarez in the pool over here, and he's been MIA, right? He's been MIA. Now, Brandon Lowe, he's got lefty lefty splits. He's been dodging me, right? I think he's got 2 home runs versus pitch mix over the last month, but he is um he's looked good. He's looked good though. He got 3.59 batting average um versus lefties, but it's small sample size, man. So I have to go to the last 2 months. but he looked green. But that's a testament to, at that time, between the last 2 months, Tampa Bay had been hitting lefty pitches, left hand pitching really really good, right? So I looked at the BVP for Yandy Diaz, right? Yandy Diaz looked great, but bringing it into the last what few weeks or whatever the case may be, he didn't look so hot the last, but it was a small sample size. But over the course of maybe a month or two, Yandy Diaz looked really, really good. So I couldn't talk you off of him. He's got a home run versus him, but 6 strikeouts versus Kikuchi, right? But 6 strikeouts. So Brandon Lowe, Yandy Diaz, Alvarez. I got him in the on a home run squad. Another bat you can look at if you just really wanted to get to it on was Yainer Diaz. But I did not write him down, right? So if I had to take one bat from here, would probably be Jordan Alvarez with Shane Bass pitching his worst towards lefties in the few games that he's pitched. Next game we're going to talk about here is going to be the Chicago White Sox. And it's all out warfare here. Whatever you want to do, be my guest in favor of Minnesota. I took Minnesota 1.5. I took the over 6.5 strikeouts for Joe Ryan. I took, I'm probably going to bet on Buxton, and you can bet on whoever else you want to bet on. This bullpen is ass, whatever the case may be. Joe Ryan can be weird sometimes. If I'm mistaken, he pitching his worst at home. But it is what it is, man. They have to go ahead and fuck me up, right? I told you, I'm going against the Sox at will. So all out, whatever. I'm with whatever versus the White Sox. New York Mets at Los Angeles Angels. This one here was, I think this was a weird little game here. Anderson, he pitching his worst at home, right? Um, versus left-hand batters. He's giving up powers to lefties. That was the thing. He's giving up power to left-hand bats. He got a 2.3 home run versus 9. I looked at Nemo. Nemo's got a home run versus him. Okay, he's pitching his worst at home to lefties. Those lefties get a bump. Jeff McNeil get a bump in the power department, right? But like I said, keep an eye on those lefties. And then Paul Blackburn got a I don't know what to expect right now, right? This will be his first start with the Yankees. I like to pick up with the Mets. I like to pick up though. I think it was a nice slick pickup. They needed him. We'll see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna temper my expectations on the bats here for right now. Logan O'Hop, I got to him yesterday on a home run, but I parlayed him up with somebody else, so that was dead. I didn't really feel that game like that yesterday, but it is what it is, right? Um, so I would probably Nemo should be back today too. He should be back today. He got hurt. He should be back to start this series. Make sure he's in the lineup. There's somebody. This is one of the lefties that you can look at for probably a bomb, bro. You probably can look at him for a bomb. And the righties, like they self-explanatory. I can't take nothing from Tyler Anderson from the fact that he's looked good. But hey, I couldn't just nail down stuff. I ain't even gonna lie, I couldn't nail it down. Um, this Los Angeles Dodgers and the Oakland Athletics game here. Um, look, at the end of the day, here, you know, I can almost. I don't know if I can hear the dogs barking here, but Gavin Stone, 7 home runs in his last 8 games. And then he's got 4 home runs, earned runs in 3 of his last 4 games, right? Um, you know who that points. You know where I'm going to. Y'all know where I'm going to this. I'm going to Rooker, right? It's nice of what he's been doing, man. I can't, I like it, man. New people stepping up. I was on Rooker last year, but actually I thought Zach Geloff was going to be the guy. Rooker stood up, man. Rooker been standing up. So let's take a look at the pitch mix here, right? Rooker's been phenomenal. He's going. Let me put him on the list. Let me put him and LB on the list, man. Lawrence Butler, right? Let's go ahead and cut the small talk, right? Rooker, Lawrence Butler, and Otani. I don't know what's up with Muncie, man. I don't even know. I don't even know. Good question. I don't even I have to look up and see. So, Gavin Stone. Um, right now, versus right hand hitters. Um, he's get last 2 months he gave up 9 extra base hits, 4 home runs, da 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 da. Right. The sinker, slider, fastball, changeup. I don't give a fuck. Whatever you throw up there, right? Okay. Um, as you can see, over the course of the last month, Brent Rooker has been insane. 66 at bats, 25 hits, 379 batting average, 333 isolated power, 10 extra base hits, 6 home runs, 20 hard hits, 10 balls launched, 15 barrel percentage, 50 hard hit, 37 fly ball, 19% K rate, followed by Max. I wrote his name down too on the other sheet, which was would that I couldn't even that on the other sheet with the with the bats, right? But I put Rooker in the home run joint, right? He's big sample size, 18 of 50 of 48. He's got 2 bombs. Not the barrel percentage ain't there, but he's found a way to get to a couple bombs, right? Now we're gonna. That's over the course of the last what month. Go back to the last 3 weeks there. Um, I mean, 5 bombs, whatever, man, whatever. Y'all know the deal, right? So it is what it is, right? Then I'll switch over here to the lefties here. Now, I ain't gonna say it gets a little strange or nothing like that. You got a guy like Lawrence Butler, man. He's a rookie, man. He's a rookie. So at the end of the day, just know that. Now, change your fastball sinker. Now, Lawrence Butler, similar numbers to Rooker over the course of a month, 22, 60 at bats, 22 hits, 12 extra base hits, 6 home runs, 11 barrel percentage, 20% K rate, things like that, right? The only thing with Brook, and then Seth Brown's down there, he's got 3 bombs as well over the course of a month. The only thing with Seth Brown, I mean with Lawrence Butler is if I go to the last 3 weeks, he's about 300 batting average. He's done all this within the last 3 weeks. 4 extra base hits probably within the last month, but when I come back into the last 2 weeks, that's when he like cools off for me, right? Kind of like cools off for me. No home runs, you know what I'm saying? Then you look over the last week there, he's versus his pitch mix, he's really cold in the last week. You know, 13 at bats versus his pitch mix, no hits, whatever the case may be. But I can look over that. I can look over that, right? He's here now. You know what I'm saying? He's here. At the end of the day, he's here. So, JJ Bleday, um, that's interesting for JJ Bleday because what percentage of the time is he throwing that fastball? 26% of the time that fastball. JJ Bleday probably got about 7 to 8 home runs. So he's definitely somebody who could take his ass deep. Okay. Um, Santana said, I'm going to take Rooker hits, runs, and RBIs. I love Butler having my fantasy. That's what's cracking, right? So those are the guys. And I'm not even going to go over here, well, I can, to the Dodgers because at the end of the day, the Dodgers, who pitching? So, what did I write down here? So for the lefties here, you could look at Otani and Gavin Lux. He's not striking out that much, right? The right hand batters, I mean, it's Estes. They striking out. They striking out. The right hand batters, they striking out versus Estes pitch mix, man. Straight up. If I mean I don't know when I don't know when Freeman's coming back, but I like Freeman. If and when if he was to play today, he would be top number 2. So I like Freeman for sure. if he was to play today. But Gavin Lux is one of the guys that's not striking out versus that pitch mix there. I can put that pitch mix in for you guys. Um, Joey Estes, and that would be the fastball and the sweeper. So he's throwing that fastball, lead the fastball up there by itself. He's throwing that fastball 56% of the time to right hand batters. 53. He's got 4 extra base hits and a home run. Got a home run on every pitch except for one. That was the sinker. But yeah, right. Like over the course of a month, these guys striking out. I'll add in the sweeper, and they're probably striking out more, right? Look at that. Dark red up here for Teoscar Hernandez and Will Smith. But if they get a hold to one, they'll take it off. One up, Will Smith got 3 home runs in the last month versus the pitch mix, and then Teoscar Hernandez has 2 home runs. So that tells me that if he doesn't have a high K rate, they have a chance, right? So Estes, because you can compensate for a pitcher, right? If a pitcher doesn't have a high K rate, that's just more of the chance of the batter being able to hit him, right? Estes will be at home today, where he's pitching his best. At home, where he's pitching his best, um, with a 2.12 ERA. Don't know how many games he's pitched, but um, the K rate at home versus lefties don't look good. At home versus righties is a little bit higher, right? But that's neither. I mean, I ain't gonna say that's neither here or there, but I'm just stating the facts. Um, hasn't faced this Dodgers team this season. Um, had an outlier, went for 8 Ks this game here versus the Angels, but I probably wouldn't go to his Ks. But those righties are striking out at the end of the day, right? So but they didn't play. Teoscar Hernandez and Will Smith are in play. They didn't play for a bomb too. Um, Colorado Rockies at San Diego Padres, right? So we got Austin Gomber on the mound. So this is crazy, right? So I didn't peep that New York game got a 9.5 over under. I didn't peep that. So something interesting with that. So I only need the cheap one. I mean, I know how to do everything. You could you can get the $15 one to get the videos, and then after that you can go back to the 10. Uh, but uh, I don't know. I would to get the video tutorials. Then you go back to 10 to the $10 one. But either one would be fine. Take the $15 one for a week for a month, and then go back to the 10. That's what I would do if you don't know how things go, right? Um, um, I don't have a promo or nothing yet, but I will. As you can see, my Twitter right here on the website. So shout out to him for showing love. You know what I'm saying? So I will be getting one. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. I will be getting one or some type of deal or something like that for right now. I appreciate what he does. I appreciate what he does. Showing love. Throwing my name up there and the rest of the guys, rest of the gang name up there. I really like that, man. That's awesome. We're gonna work out some type of promo or something soon. But here, um, Gomber, here's a guy that pitches. He's in course, but he pitches worse on the road. Um, let me see. So Gomber, 5.73 ERA on the road, um, 286 and 298 versus lefties and righties on the road. That's batting average. Um, home run per nine to lefties, 2.22, and to righties, 1.49 home runs per nine versus his pitch mix. Profile got two home runs. I like Profile. I like Machado. Kyle Hajisowski, whatever his name is, he's got two home runs versus the pitch mix in the last month. Xander just not striking out. And there's a bunch of more bats that look really, really good versus Austin Gomber. So versus for the lefties, you can look at Merrill, Jackson Merrill, and you can look at Reyes, who's not striking out. We know who Reyes is, right? No, don't wait for it, bro. Don't wait for it. Don't wait for it. Go now. Go now. You need to have that. It's only a few dollars, bro. Go ahead. Do it now. Don't wait for me. Don't wait for me. So you can get to your bread. We can figure that shit out next month, another time, whatever. Case may be, it don't even matter. So it is what it is. Get your bread. Get your money. Get your money. Get your money on. Promo. Kings. Tiffany said, "Oh, I thought the Rockets were home." No, they're not. They're not at home. So speaking of the Rockies, we got Vasquez on the mound, right? We already know Vasquez be tricking the hell out of us, right? But at the end of the day, um, Vasquez he's pitching his worst to left-hand batters, 395 batting average in general. Um, Colorado left-hand batters striking out strikeout percentage is terrible, and the averages are terrible as well. But they probably get a bump. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy's so terrible versus left hand pitching. I'm not. I'm left hand batters. I'm probably still not betting on the lefties as bad as they looked. Right? The averages and shit. They look bad. If they was in course, it'd be another thing. Um, but the last few weeks, these righties looked good, right? The righties looked good. Last few weeks, the righties looked good versus his pitch mix, right? Tovar and Rogers was the ones that looked okay, but it was hard for me to decipher. I'll show you guys right now, right? So let me see. First and foremost here, let's go with Vasquez, right? When I seen that, I automatically thought maybe I could take a stab at at the team total or something like that. Maybe, but we'll see. But like I say, Vasquez is at home where he's got a 3.44 ERA. Now, in general, he's got a 395 batting average to lefties, 259 batting average to righties. At home versus lefties, somehow he's got a 419 batting average, but every time I try to target him, he turns to fucking Nolan Ryan, right? So on the road is where he's pitching his worst at. So maybe I might just temper my expectations and just target him on the road. However, it is what it is. That's the thing, right? That's what it is. Gomber, let me show you Gomber's numbers, just in case y'all might want to screenshot it or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I just read this shit off though. And that's why I need to stop keeping it moving because I'm wasting time. But at the end of the day, on the road, he's got reverse splits. Like this, he should have a 5.7 ERA at home, but somehow he's pitching a little better at home because he's a course pitcher. Um, on the road, in general, 284 batting average versus righties. But like I said, uh, he's giving up a little power to lefties there. 2.2 home run per nine, 1.5 home runs per nine versus righties. On the road, 286 batting average and 298 batting average to righties. So, um, Doyle, I'll show you Doyle real fast. The righties for Colorado. So this is over the course of a month. Brendan Rodgers is 13 for 38 there, one home run. Brendan Doyle, right? Low average, high strikeout rate, 4 home runs with 7 extra base hits. He's still hitting for power, right? Um, 17.7 barrel rate, 333 isolated power. Brendan Doyle still hitting for power. Bringing it in to the last 3 weeks here. That's where everybody, the other suspects come into play, right? Lately, Doyle's averages, his versus his pitch mix, Doyle's K rate goes up to almost 50%. But then you got Ezekiel Tovar stepping in, right? With the 333 batting average over the course of the last 3 weeks. And Brendan Rodgers still average still look good. So um, Tovar has one bomb, isolated powers at 238, hard hit at 70 per point nine. K percentage is okay. Last 2 weeks, averages tighten up a little bit. Just about everybody's around 250 batting average. Like, but for Colorado, gotta give them. I ain't gonna say I ain't gotta give them credit, but at the end of the day, these guys here they got a big enough sample size. Um, Doyle last 2 weeks haven't been looking so hot. But Tovar and Brendan Rodgers, they came around a little bit. Still not something, can Doyle hit a bomb? Yes. Yes. Can he hit a bomb? Yes, he can. Rodgers can, and then, like I said, these lefties get a bump. They get a bump because the pitch is so bad versus lefties. But there have been times where I've targeted Vasquez versus some righties and versus some lefties, and they just didn't show up for me, right? They just didn't show up for me. If I had to take a side in this one, it would probably be San Diego. Then we got to over under 8 with these two bad pitchers. Like, make it make sense. Like, we got to over under 8 with these two bad pitchers on the mound. Make it make sense, right? So it's a lot of fishy stuff going on here. A lot of fishy stuff going on here. But, I mean, if I had to take, like, it would probably, if I had to take two bats, if I had to do a hit parlay with two bats a piece, it would be Profar, Machado, Tovar, Rogers. If I'm looking at the lefties, like I said, Jackson Merrill and Reyes. Reyes, he's not striking out that much. So, it is what it is, right? Those are some of the guys there. Um, yeah. So I actually expect San Diego to put up some runs here, though, man. Straight up. Um, I actually expect them to put up some runs here. If you want to get to a San Diego team total at 4.5, I couldn't talk you off of that, right? So that's where I'm at with that situation. Taking a look at their team total here. Rockies team total sitting at 3.5, and San Diego sitting at 4.5 at minus 104, favorite to the under. And Pecco been playing up to home runs, so lefty, so very fishy line. Very fishy line. Very fishy line. Very fishy line. Jackson Merrill. Oh, the last game here. I looked at this game. I done clicked on the NBA. I looked at this game, and I'll tell you this, right? What do I know? If I didn't look at any numbers or nothing like that, what I know from, well, I looked at a few numbers, but I'll tell you, when I see Woo, I automatically think of left-hand batters, right? I think of lefties versus Woo. This is what I think of because I already know. I've been targeting Woo as since last year versus lefties, right? The one thing about Woo is he can't stay healthy enough to get his ass lit up or whatever the case may be, right? And he don't pitch a lot of innings and da 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 da, right? So versus his pitch mix the last month, Trey Turner, he's got 5 bombs versus it. You can think about somebody like Alec Bohm, who's displayed righty righty splits this year. At times he looked good. righty splits. He looked good at times. Um, for the lefties, Schwarber and Harper was hurt. So versus his pitch mix, I had to push it out to like 2 months, and that's when it popped for me, right? So here's the righties right here. The fastball, sinker, slider. Drop a like on the video, share it, whatever. You're on YouTube, Facebook, wherever. I didn't stream on Twitter today. I'm gonna stream on Twitter probably tomorrow. In the community section on YouTube and to members only, I'm dropping something in there today. Today, I'm dropping something in there for the members only today, for sure. And going forward, because they seem to support me. What was the next picture? Sinker slider, sinker slider, sinker slider. Okay, so uh, we'll go back to the last 5 weeks here. And of course, you remember Trey Turner got hot, was carrying the torch and all this shit, right? So 6 extra base hits, 5 home runs, da da da, right? Mediocre K rates. As a whole, this Philly team ain't been looking good versus righties, but I don't know how long uh, Wu gonna be out there. And Wu, at some points, sometimes he's damn near untouchable versus righties. Sometimes, right? So bringing it in, last 3 weeks here, um, and these guys doing flashes, right? So the last 3 weeks, boom, he's still standing on the road. 11 for 32, 5 extra base hits, no bombs, whatever, right? Nick Castellanos, 276 batting average, so whatever, right? Last 2 weeks here, boom, Castellanos looking good, and then Trey Turner is 4 for 26. You know what I'm saying? In the red, right? So each one of these bats have been flashing, popping, flashing, having their moments, or whatever the case may be. Nick Castellanos, as of right now, the last 2 weeks, looking okay with a low K rate, right? I love that. Low K rates, I love that. 4 extra base hits and a bomb, 364, 8 for 2022. So that's lately, right? Um, uh, Same thing with Alabama. So it's like, whatever you want to do. Then we're looking at the lefties, right? Last month, looking at the lefties here. Um, Wu, I know personally this is where he pitches his worst at. He's throwing that fastball and sinker, fastball 57% of the time. Um, the fastball sinker is up there. And then, Brandon Marsh, Byron Stott, they have a significant, at bats more than your Harpers and your Schwarbers because they was hurt. So I said, hey, let's move it back a little bit, 2 months, then take a look at it, then boom, right now. Uh, Harper starting to look good now, 316 batting average, 7 extra base hits, 4 home runs now. He's he, he's invited to the cookout now, right? Now we got Schwarber, 6 for 28. There's a couple bombs there for him. Uh, him, Schwarber, and Marsh over the course of the last 2 months, fly ball rate is up. A lot of these guys' fly ball rates is up, to tell you the truth, but those guys to be exact, the usual suspects to be exact, and then the barrel rate needs to come up, right? But at the end of the day, um, me personally, I'm giving the lefties a bump here. I'm giving Harper a bump. I'm giving Schwarber a bump because I know Wu was vulnerable in that category. He's been better though versus lefties. He's been better, but at the end of the day, he hasn't been he hasn't been pitching a lot of innings. So I didn't really I don't know, man. Bryce Harper, I like Bryce Harper. I like Bryce Harper because he's a better hitter, overall hitter. And just if you want to go to a bomb, Schwarber's got bomb potential, man. He's got bomb potential. So it is what it is. We know we like to pick on Seattle for strikeouts. Um, the kid that they rolling out, he's just more of a Phillips. It just feels like he's more of a somebody that to go out there and eat innings, right? What's his name? Yeah, so it looks like he's a guy that more so that can go out there and eat innings, right? Taking a look at his game logs here, um, he's pitched 4 games this season already. He's already went 9 versus Cleveland last game, 4 Ks, right? Atlanta versus Atlanta, 7 Ks. Go figure, right? It's Atlanta, but his 3 games in a row, he's won 6 innings or better. Low K rate. I mean, low strikeouts. He's just a guy that looks like he can go out there, and, get some ground balls and and throw some innings, right? Looking at his minor leagues, and this is exactly what he's been doing in the minor leagues. 92 innings pitched, 78 strikeouts, not even a K inning. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4 straight games right there. He's got some sevens in there, right? He's got sevens all through that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games with 7 innings pitched. So right off the bat, we know who he is, right? So here's a guy that I probably won't target for strikeouts versus them. I might look at his pitching outs. His pitching outs wasn't out, right? Let me see if they're out now. They're still not out, right? Would I take a stab at him for 6.5 Ks? I mean, for 17 and a half pitching outs? I don't know. Would it come out as 17 and a half pitching outs? I don't know. Let me take DraftKings. So I do like to bet pitching outs here. Okay, 17 and a half at minus 115. Okay, I lean towards the over. Um, but you know, the trade deadline. Hmm, I'll tell you this. Let me see. Seattle. If they was on the road, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it. If Seattle was on the road, I wouldn't take it. What up, Calvin? If Seattle was on the road, I wouldn't take it. I'll tell you that right now. Hold up, let me write down. Oh my God, man. Let me write down. Let me write down something here. Um, Profile. Okay. This Seattle lineup is gonna get better. Okay. The Seattle lineup is gonna get better with the moves that they made. I couldn't nail down a bat here. I couldn't nail down a bat here. I couldn't nail down a bat here, right? He's given up 3 home runs to righties in these 4 games. That he's pitched 1 home run with that sweeper and another home run with that sinker. Surprisingly, he throws 2 pitches, the sweeper and the sinker. That's kind of weird, right? So, and Justin Turner and those are the guys that kind of like stood out to me. But Justin Turner, his strikeout rate has been down, right? So versus pitch mix, not a lot of power going on for anything or anybody. Bring it in the last 3 weeks here. Uh, Justin Turner, 6 for 13 versus this pitch mix, 6% K rate. And then like I said, the pitcher, he's not a big strikeout guy. Probably more likely, like I said, a ground ball guy. Just make for probably a boring game. Never know what's gonna happen here. I never know what's gonna happen here, right? Hit parlay or something like that for Justin Turner. Okay, I can dig it. But all this here is just going on is just I don't like that. But Justin Turner, he's been hitting though, man, and hitting that pitch mix. I think the lefties was a little bit interesting though. You got some power hitters over there that I almost wanted to pull the trigger on some of these guys, man. Straight up, I almost wanted to pull the trigger on some of these guys. He just throws so many pitches, like man, sweeper, sinker, fastball, curveball. So I was chasing Polanco, this home run right here probably, and when I got off of him, he hit that home run. Uh, Big time sample size versus this pitch mix um, for these guys here. I'll bring it in. I'll bring it in a little bit. See what these guys been doing lately, and how these averages, cram in, right? So the last 4 weeks, we target these guys for strikeouts. As you can see, the last 3 weeks, the strikeouts will be coming in, right? They're coming in. I mean, you got, I don't know who's going to be starting lineup and none of that shit, but Polanco showing strikeouts. Cal Raleigh strikeouts are down. Stuff like that, man. The barrel percentage for some of these guys, they displaying some barrel percentage here, showing signs of life of turning that offense around. I wouldn't have took their strikeouts if it was a strikeout pitch. I probably wouldn't take it on the road because they've been really good on the road. Excuse me, I'm sorry, but fly ball rate for Cal Raleigh is up. Polanco fly ball rate is up. Hard hit percentage is there. Isolated power is here for these top three guys on the left side, and the barrel percentage has been there for a few guys, right? But I'm still undecided on what I want to do. What I want to do with this game. I'm showing you guys what I'll see. If you guys like something, let me know. But a lot of these guys ain't the usual guys that I even bet on. Polanco within the last 2 weeks, he's got a good batting average there. The hard hit percentage is up. The fly ball rate is 54. Like he's teetering, like he's getting ready to go bomb. He's like he's getting ready to hit a bomb. He just hit one recently. He's getting ready to hit a bomb, ain't he? He's getting ready to hit a bomb. I'm gonna have to put him down there just. I might not bet on him, but I'm gonna put him down there for the. He's loading, right? He's loading. Polanco is loading. He's loading, right? Um, Kyle Riley is loading, right? Kyle Riley is probably loading. I'm gonna put him down. I'm gonna put Harper down too. Honorable mention Harper and Schwarber because of Wu. They get a bump, in my opinion. I think Polanco is loading. Kyle Riley is somebody who I haven't bet on. I missed out money on him. People been hitting on him. Last 7 days here, Kyle Riley has a bomb, two extra base hits. Isolated power is up at 444. Polanco with isolated power last week is 571. Where Rojas is at 444. All three of those guys got a bomb, right? So, and then um, like I said, a lot of that is stemming from, um, a lot of that is stemming from what didn't catch my eye was them going on the road hitting good, right? Going on the road hitting good, right? So let's see, last 30 days versus right hand pitching. Seattle, um, K rate was coming down, but they got 123 WRC plus. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That's the last 30 days. Then the last month, um, last 2 weeks, like Seattle K rate is way down here, 17. Like when has they ever been down at 17? Then the WRC plus was 148. So I was like, yeah, I can't fuck with their strikeouts. Then I was like, mm-mm, mm-mm. And then I don't even really too much pay attention to their bats. So they were sneaky good, right? I would have been losing money on strikeouts versus their ass. But that's on the road. They're at home right now. It's definitely probably a different story there at home. And last 2 weeks at home, they 13th in striking out with a 112 WRC plus. Bet, Mackie, bet. They look good the last 2 weeks. So they trying to turn things around. They known for being up here, man. Top three, striking out. That's what they known for. You know what I'm saying? Last 7 days, Seattle, 12th, 152 WRC plus. So versus right hand pitching. So it is what it is, right? Keep an eye out on them trendings. You know what I'm saying? Because we can lose money like that, not knowing what's going on, not knowing what's going on, man. We can lose money like that, like betting on strikeouts. Just steady saying, we gonna keep betting on them, we gonna keep betting on them, we gonna keep betting on them. We done made some good money off these motherfuckers, though. We done made some good money off there. But now it's time for me to tune. They got my attention because I ain't been betting on. I ain't giving out no Seattle bats. I ain't give out none today. But I just wrote down Polanco and Rally because I want to see something. I ain't gonna bet on them yet, but I want to see something though. So quick, um, motherfuckers that made the list. Oh, I gotta put down. I'm gonna just. I mean, I gotta put down. I didn't write nobody down from the Minnesota side because it's Minnesota, right? I mean, they're going up against the Sox, but I'm gonna put Buxton down. I mean, it's Buxton, Lewis, man, whatever, right? I'm just say Buxton them, Buxton them, right? Going up against the Sox and that weak ass bullpen. Harper, Schwarber, they get a bump because they're going up against Wu, Suzuki, Pham, Buxton. God damn it, I can't even read my own writing. Shit. Mason win, but I'm gonna just say Pham. Uh, I don't fucking forgot who the fuck Suarez was, man. Oh, Eugenio Suarez, Judge, Soto, Vladdy, Eloy, Ozuna, Devers, Tyler O'Neill, Alvarez, Rooker, LB, Lawrence Butler, Otani, Profile, and honorable mention Polanco and Raleigh. I just added them right now. Um, if we didn't have any weather implications, I'd go like this. And I still went through some of them already, but um, Cardinals and Cubs. Um, I lean towards the over team total for Arizona Diamondbacks. Over team total for the Yankees, right? 4.5. Both of those is 4.5. I lean over full game, Baltimore, Cleveland. Over full game, I lean over, lean. The Atlanta Braves should win this game. Moneyline parlays, run line straights. Over team total for Boston, lean over team total for Boston. I expect traffic to be on a bus basis on Boston side. Um, Moneyline parlays, run line straights. I already took the run line for Minnesota. I took the over 6.5 Ks for Ryan, and I bet his over outs. And I bet his over outs. Um, I mean, New York's supposed to win this game, right? Lean towards New York. Money line. It's fishy though. I like Blackburn. It is what it is. I expect San Diego to put up runs here, man. I lean towards San Diego. I lean towards San Diego in this one. Mainline parlays, run line straights. I just Vasquez. Is he getting ready to give up some runs? Um, maybe team total over for San Diego. Man, I damn near want to take the value for Oakland. I'm just say that I want to take the value for Oakland. I have no play on the game here. I want to take the value for Oakland, but I'll probably stick with the player props. And I don't have nothing for this game here. I don't have nothing for this game. I don't have nothing. I don't know. Even Seattle is favorite at that, so I don't know. Absolutely, two dingers I absolutely love. I'm gonna have to roll with my boy Ramos. I'm going to have to roll with Ramos. You caught me off guard with that one. I'm gonna have to roll with Ramos and Ramos. We're going. We pushing a double R today, man. We're gonna roll with Ramos and Rooker, right? We're gonna push that double R, right? Then we're gonna slide and pick up Judge. That's a list there, though, man. That's a list. That's a list. Suzuki. Yeah, that's a list. Vladdy on there. Judge, Soto, and Vladdy. Ozuna, Devers. Alvarez is a ticking time bomb. Me on there. I'll read the list off one more time. Harper and Schwarber's, they're honorable mentions, okay? They didn't fully make the list. They honorable mention. Suzuki made the list. Pham, honorable mention. Buxton and them, Minnesota, they on the list. The Eugenio Suarez, 5 bombs versus that pitch mix in the last month, he on the list. Judge, whatever. I don't even have to mention him. Soto owe a motherfucker some money. Vladdy, he's on the list. And it's shout out to Vladdy, man, for what he's been doing. Ramos, my guy. Ozuna, now, Ozuna looked the best out of those guys, but most of the starting lineup got some home runs versus that pitch mix. Devers, you already know the deal. Tyler O'Neill, you already know the deal. Alvarez, loading. Rooker, locked and loaded. LB, you already know. Otani, come on now. Profar is an honorable mention, right? Profar and Machado should be on this list. Let me write Machado down because of Austin Gomber. Polanco is loading, right? He loading. Raleigh is on the list, right? But honorable mentions, honorable mentions, honorable mentions. Oh, I got Tovar. I got I didn't put them on that list though. I got Tovar and Brandon Lowe could be on the list, right? So let me go back. Brandon Lowe could be on the list. Um, Let me circle Brandon Lowe. He got lefty lefty splits. I had Tovar and Rogers down there. Tovar, I'm gonna just honorable mention Tovar. I'm not taking Rogers and watch Rogers go bomb. Okay. Let me see. Double R slide up the. Yeah. Keep an eye on Tovar. They stole 3 home runs from him. First 3 at bats last night. Ooh, he loading. He loading then, Dollar. No Gunnar Henderson. I did those guys. So what I wrote down, I didn't cover that game. What I wrote down on that game was usual suspects in play for the Baltimore and Cleveland game. So at the end of the day, Santander, the usual suspects. That's what I wrote down for that game. I didn't even cover that game. Santander, uh, what's the lefty name on the other side? I mean, Gunner, uh, the two lefties on Cleveland, man. You know who I'm talking about. The guys, the usual suspects. Twin them, what's his name? So what happened right here? Something's going on here. Uh, I'm tempering my expectations on this Kansas City Royals game here. One thing I do want to look at here is let's take a look at the Take a look at the no runs first inning, right? There you go, man. Oh, Quan and y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Come on, help me out, Big Capper. Help me out. I'm finna get out of here, but let's take a look here at the Scooble and the Detroit game here. So both of these guys last 2 months got an 8-2 record to the Nerfy. Cole Reagans having given up a run in 4 games straight. Last time Scoogle pitched, he gave up a home. He gave up a run in the first inning. Both of these pitchers are 8-2, 80% to the Nerfy in the last 2 months. Versus righties. Um, Kansas City is 31-11 to the Nerfy, and Detroit, um, Reagans is a oh no versus lefties. Both of these guys lefties. My fault. Uh, where's Detroit 6-2 in the last 2 months, and uh, Kansas City is 5-3 in the last 2 months. Versus, I haven't gotten into the. A lot of people, I know a lot of people who bet this, the first pitch results. I haven't gotten into it. Might be something I might play with while I'm at work or something like that. But the first pitch results, they got the first pitch swinging percentage and stuff like that. Uh, in play, whatever, hitter, all that. I ain't gonna go into it, you know what I'm saying? But they got all that data right here for you. The pitch type, day filter, pitch type, first pitch, all that good stuff, right? A lot of people bet that. I don't bet that unless I'm bored. Unless I'm bored. Okay, last time, one more time, so people can come back. Harper and Schwarber, honorable mention. Suzuki on the bomb list. Buxton on the bomb list. Pham, honorable mention. Suarez on the bomb list. Brandon Lowe, honorable mention. Lefty lefty splits. Judge, Soto, Vladdy, Eloy, Ozuna, Devers, Tyler O'Neill, Alvarez, Rooker, LB, Otani on the bomb list. Profile, Machado, honorable mention, Machado on the bomb list. Um, Santander, the usual suspects from that game on the bomb list. Polanco, loading, Raleigh, loading. All right. At the end of the day, I'm gonna put something together. I'm gonna put in the membership section over there on YouTube. Something over there. Peace out, fam. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.